All right, it's your man, Cali Chris. Welcome to another edition of Food Trippin', but this is a special episode. There's gonna be a limited series of a few of these. This is called a full circle episode, where I'm going back to somebody who was here from the beginning, from the ground level. Today, we are honored to have Chris Williams from Roy's Grille. If you remember, those of you that have been with me since day one, Chris is the very first interview on the very first episode of Food Trippin'. When we were still trying to figure out if that's the name we were gonna stick with, I was trying to figure out what stage name I was using, all of that. That's what it was. He was the very first one, and I still remember those egg rolls. Still remember those egg rolls. Smokehouse egg rolls were crazy. So, without further ado, again, Chris Williams from Roy's Grille. Honored to have you here.
Hello, brother. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm pretty good. I can't complain.
Man.
We have come a long way from 2017 to now.
The grind is real.
Listen, I remember the first episode. I came in, I tried the food, because one thing about it, I always tell y'all, I do not post anything unless I've tried it first, because my name is attached. I tried the food, I took the first bite. I was like, nah, it can't be that good. Let me try something else. After about 3 days worth of food, I was like, all right, I'm gonna try different things. It's all legit. All right, cool. So in that regard, I said, hey, Chris, this is what my plan is, what I want to do. Are you with it? And he was with it from jump. He didn't give me no pushback, no nothing. So we was off to the races. Once I found out he smoked his own bacon on the smoker every day, I was sold.
Yeah, man.
Came in there. He was still in the gas station at that point. Right. Gas station in Lexington. Now we're in the brick and mortar. Now we're in magazines. Now we're going around the world.
Yeah.
But let's backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
How did it all start? How did you get your love for food? Like, what was it like growing up for you? How did we even get to that point first?
I had a cool childhood, bro. I'm a country boy. I grew up on a dirt road. Olar, South Carolina, Bamberg County. Very rural, low country dude. I lived with my grandparents at first. You know, mom had me young. You know, she was getting herself together. She did it the right way. You know, got herself together, came back and got me when I was about 9 or 10. Moved to Columbia. I had always had a passion for cooking because, you know, my grandmother was a great cook.
Okay.
And I grew up in the kitchen watching her. My grandfather, you know, he was like he was your man's favorite man. He did a little bit of everything. So he taught me basically manhood 101, you know, how to take care of the family and how to grow your own food and how to maintain the house. So if we take it back from him growing the food, bringing it in the house, my grandmother preparing the food, and me watching it from growth to cooking to consuming, I mean, I just fell in love with the whole process. So, you know, now I have little gardens, I cook. So that's where that flame got ignited with my grandmom. And then, you know, mom picked it up. We used to pick out different recipes to do every week.
Okay.
And that helped, man. That definitely lit the fire. That's still burning today, bro.
That's a full circle moment in itself. How you reference your grandfather growing food and you bring it, like, and then you having a garden, you making it for like, that's really a full circle moment.
That's where I come from, man.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so now we fast forward a little bit. We're after 18 now. Like, how do you get from your love for food to actually getting into doing this for a living?
All right. Well, easy, bro. When you're growing up, you're 15, 16, now you're working age. Yeah. There's only so many things you can do. There are only so many places that are going to hire you 15, 16, freshman, sophomore in high school.
This is true.
Restaurants, bro.
That's it?
So I got tired of asking my mom and pops for $20 and they giving me 10.
You're like, I asked for 20 though.
Yo, mom, can I get $20? And I get 10. I'm like, all right, bro, I know what to do. So thank God I had a 8th grade home ec class, Miss Holmes, at St. Andrews Middle School. It was home ec. And
shout out to Miss Holmes.
Shout out to Miss Holmes, man. And one of the things we learned was how to fill out job applications and how to conduct job interviews. We learned a lot of other things, like, you know, how to fix buttons and other kind of stuff that I still use today. But I took the knowledge that I got from Miss Holmes' 8th grade class, and I think half the people in the world have worked at the McDonald's on the corner of St. Andrews Road and Lake Murray Boulevard. Half the people I went to school with, that was their first job, bro.
Everybody knows their location.
And that was my first job, man. I was 15 years old. I walked up there. I never forget what I had. I had on like a white Chaps button-up shirt, some Chaps jeans.
What y'all know about Chaps?
And some
of
white
y'all too young to
sneakers.
know about Chaps.
Man.
They wasn't outside for that.
We couldn't afford Polo. I had Chaps. It was still Ralph Lauren.
Hey, listen, that's all that matters.
So yeah, I walked up there, asked to speak to the manager, and I mean, that was what, 15? I'm almost 40 now. So that was like 25 years ago. I've been getting paid to cook ever since.
Just can't beat that.
That's where it started. You know, just kind of gradually progressed from this restaurant to that restaurant. Eventually, we got into the fine dining restaurants and the cafeterias, and eventually started working under official chefs.
Okay.
And I learned a lot. Like, that's where I began to fine-tune and kind of hone and fine-tune my skills.
Okay.
I worked at a child development center for a while, cooking food for
Really?
the children. Yeah,
Okay.
bro. I was the lead teacher
Nice.
at Smart Kids Child Development Center, bro, for about 5 years. I prepared the meals. I picked up the children from school. I dropped them off at school. And I was an after-school lead teacher. Like, that was my class. The 12 and up, we would do homework, snacks. I did that for a while. I left there and transitioned into state government working for the Child and Adult Care Food Program, which is a USDA food program.
Okay.
It's federally funded, and what it is, it's geared to, all right, perfect example. You know, in the summertime where you get the parks and the rec centers that are giving out the free lunch?
Yes.
All right, that program is under that umbrella.
Okay.
So I was one of the people that went around and regulated those sites. And not only during the summer, they provide meals for daycare centers, after-school snack programs, adult care food programs. And I did that for about 5 years. Still working with children, still working with food. That's where I learned how to like build menus. That's where I learned how to like design meal plans for people and how to figure out how many vitamins and minerals and how many ounces of XY food group you need per meal, per age group. And I parlayed that. We further on down the road, I'm working. I'm like, yo, I really wanted to do something for myself. And that was how I broke into the business, bro.
Okay.
I started out building meal plans for people and doing like personal chef services, showing up in people's homes, cooking. I did that while I worked, and that's how I started, bro.
Yep. So then we get to the gas station in Lexington. I keep referencing that because, again, that's where I found it.
Yeah, man.
Bacon on the smoker, fresh every morning. When you drive by that Exxon and you see that smoker out there with the smoke going 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Like clockwork.
Yeah.
Good.
The gas station, we opened our doors, what was it? September 16th, 2014 was day one. I was coming off of my first newspaper article. I got my start in Dirt Kitchen.
Okay.
It's down on Main Street. It's a commercial kitchen that a guy by the name of David Roberts, I think he still owns it, but he would rent out commercial kitchen space to caterers, chefs that just needed it. And that's where I started. So it was from me doing the job there that I was able to get into the newspaper. And then from there, I ended up catering something at my mother's job. One of her coworkers saw it and they were like, hey, tell Chris that, you know, in Lexington, that Exxon station, there's a restaurant in it and it's available. Nobody's in there. He should go see. So I went by there. I took that newspaper article. I spoke with the owners. Hey, I'm Chris. You know, I've always wanted to own my own business. I've been in the business forever. This is me. I'm serious. And that was what? I want to say I walked in there around September or something. No, it was around August of 2014. And September, I was in there going, bro. And we hadn't slowed down or stopped since.
Rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is history, man.
Listen.
Yeah.
Again, I referenced smokehouse egg rolls earlier, barbecue. What else you got in there? Pasta salad.
Yeah, everything's made from scratch, bro. Like as far as everything. Yeah, we got barbecue, burgers. We do cheese steaks.
The nachos.
The
sweet and spicy nachos. Oh my God.
Yeah, we got the pulled pork, the black and chicken ones. Every now and then I do the seafood. I think either this week or next week, I'm gonna do the seafood nachos.
The jalapeno chicken egg rolls. That's another one.
Jalapeno chickens. Yeah.
Pro tip. Get the wrap. Take the wrap, get the sweet and spicy sauce with it, and the Chipotle ranch. Just get back to me after you try that. But yes, like, the food is amazing. Like,
thank you, bro.
Everybody that walks in there, like, and I mean everybody from all walks of life is literally just lined up for the food. That's a sign to me of like quality food. Like literally anybody can be seen walking here at any given time. You got Chief Green, Town Lexington Police Department being
Chief
there one
Green,
day.
what up, Chief?
You got doctors from the hospital across the street. Like everybody's just there,
Yeah.
but it's really good food.
Yeah.
Then we go from there. It's been years in there. We hit the pandemic. What was that like for you during the pandemic?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was sitting at home like everybody else, you know, watching the basketball. Well, this is how I figured out the pandemic was real. I had been hearing about it, but I forget who was about to play that night. But I'm sitting on my couch, watching the NBA, waiting on the game to come on. They were like, yo, the game's been postponed due to somebody has COVID. I think it was Rudy Gobert. Somebody had COVID. And I'm like, hold up. The NBA? The NBA just postponed the game?
All this money.
All of this money. That's when I knew the pandemic was real. Right. So I'm like, what's so fast forward a couple weeks. I forget what month it was. Maybe March, April, May, the world shut down. So like everybody else, the first month after the world shut down was horrible. Yeah. You know, everybody's scared to come outside, afraid they're gonna turn into a zombie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody was panicking, freaking out, rightfully so. Yeah, you know,
nobody really knew what it was.
Nobody really knew. Nobody understood it, and like every day it was something new. It was a new piece of information that contradicted the old piece of information every day for like 3 months. So we didn't know.
Exactly.
So restaurants started to close. What saved us is we were connected to the gas station. The gas station was considered essential. You had to have gas. Being as though we were already geared for majority of takeout, because the majority of our clientele, our customer base was takeout already anyway. So we just ramped it up a bit. And to be honest with you, at that particular location, prior to me getting the ambassadorship award, my busiest 2 months were April and May in the middle of the pandemic because everybody else was closed.
So it's just like, hey,
so
we got.
Yeah, so my regulars doubled down, and I gained a lot of new customers because of that too. So I mean, I've said it like this, and to a lot of different people, the pandemic made some people, and then the pandemic broke some people too.
It's true.
So it was a gift and a curse, man. So, you know, shout out to everybody that, you know, prayers out to everybody that wasn't able to make it, who lost a business or a loved one or anything. My prayers go out to you.
Absolutely.
So it was a rough time, but I mean, we were one of the fortunate stories to come out of the pandemic. You know, we were able to prosper and we were able to ride that wave of 20 into the 21 nomination, into being nominated for the 22 ambassadorship. So that we rode that wave into 21. Then 21 was going well, and that's when we got the ambassadorship nod.
So let's talk about the ambassadorship. What exactly is that for those who don't know?
Well, the chef ambassadorship was created in, I want to say about 2013, 2014, by then Governor Nikki Haley and Chef Brandon Veely, who was the head chef of Juniper's out in Ridge Springs. And the gist of the ambassadorship is really to spread awareness to everyone about the local farmers, about the chefs, how we incorporate their ingredients into our dishes, and really just to highlight and shine light on South Carolina chefs and the small South Carolina farmers.
How many of y'all is it?
It was 3 in our class.
Okay.
This year, I was a member of the 22 class. Because of the pandemic, the 20 class also served as 21 chef ambassadors. Okay. So it was 4 of them. They passed the torch to us, I want to say, what was that, January 5th, 22, at the State House. We went, passed the torch to us. And what we do as chef ambassadors, we represent South Carolina and we represent the governor at different speaking engagements, at cooking demonstrations, just spreading the word and spreading the knowledge about South Carolina culinary, period. So it's been a very, very honoring, humbling, inspirational experience, man, just traveling around the country, representing the state, representing the chefs, representing the farmers, and soon to be around the world.
Speaking of all that, so now, shout out to him for being modest and humble now. We're going to talk about it. He's in Local Palate magazine. We in Food Network magazine. We were in the World Barbecue Championships?
Not the barbecue, the World Food Championships.
World Food Championships.
With the World Food Championships in Dallas last year, I was 8th in the world in the sandwich competition.
8th in the world.
Yeah.
Not the country, not the state, the world.
People come from all around the world to participate in the World Food Championship.
And you came in the top 10, number 8 at that, in the world. Mm-hmm. Then, coming up here shortly, you're going to London.
Actually, it was 5th.
5th?
Yeah, I got 8. I got 8th, which catapulted me to the top 10.
Okay.
The championship round. And then that round, I ended up getting 5th. So I got 5th in the world.
Top 5 in the world. Come on now.
I'll take it.
What else you want? But you're going to London shortly.
Yeah.
What's that for?
London. I'll be going to London July 10th through July 17th to participate in the National Geographic Food Festival that they have going on over there. So what it is all of the southern states are going to have a representative, and they're going to be preparing something near and dear and unique to that state. So let's just say Tennessee and Kentucky, for example, they're going to do something with bourbon. They're going to do some cocktails. They're going to do different things with that. Okay. Me, being from South Carolina, I'm going to do, there's 3 different things. I have a bacon demonstration I'm going to do. I'm going to show them how I make my bacon. Mm-hmm. I'm also going to make a peach sorbet. They're going to have they're having different events. So for this VIP event, I'll be preparing some peach sorbet. And one of the days before, I'll be preparing a peach cobbler for 2,000 people. So that's also going to be another good opportunity to go over to London, talk to them about South Carolina culinary, talk to them about our farmers, our agriculture, and just really enlighten the people across the pond about what's going on over here, bro.
Shout out to them.
So
that's really
man.
Big.
Yeah, that's big. That's big.
Now, I've known you for a few years at this point now, and I know you love food.
I do.
But the only thing I think you love more than the food would be family.
I do.
Now.
I do.
Talk to us a little bit about your family.
Oh, man. I have 2 beautiful children, Christopher, Elijah Williams, man. That is it's my firstborn. I love that dude, man. He's a rising senior. He's playing football. He's at Irmo High School.
Killing it.
He's
killing it.
We've got a few football scholarship offers. He's working hard, man. He's working hard. I'm proud of him.
When I say kill, I'm not even just saying this. I've seen some of the games. Killing it.
He's bigger than me, man. So I got him, apple of my eye. Then I got the love of my life, my little baby girl, Emery.
Oh yeah.
She's 5. She'll be 6 in August. She's like my second mom. So. I love them, man. I love them. I still got my parents. Unfortunately, my brother passed back in September. So, that was a lot for the family to go through. And but we've gotten tighter since then. We take family trips together. We've taken 2. We went to Mexico for Christmas.
Nice.
Me, my children, my parents, my aunt, my uncles, cousins.
Everybody got together.
Yeah, we did that. We just took a trip to Gatlinburg to the mountains about a month ago. Spent a weekend up there.
That's good.
So it's God, family, my restaurant, money, bro. That in that order. So I'm very into my family. I'm a very family oriented guy. I like to hang out. I like to do this. I like to go to a bar or something every now and then. But I much rather hang out with my family.
This is true. But even with your staff in your restaurant, it's all like an inviting family atmosphere. Whenever you walk in there, listen, I've been to a lot of restaurants. As far as customer interaction, as far as with the staff and everything yours is second to none. That's a true family atmosphere when you walk in there, every single time. And I've been going there since 17.
It's on purpose, man. You have to have good energy to work.
Yeah.
Work with me. I'm not gonna say for me because I don't treat I treat everybody like we're coworkers. I don't treat everybody like I'm a boss, like I'm a supervisor, like I'm this, like I'm that. Bro, we're coworkers. We're in the same place doing the same thing. I just have a different title than you. You know what I'm saying? But we are still in the same place doing the same thing, and I can't do it without you. Yeah. So I don't carry that type of attitude in the kitchen, and I think I reap the benefit of having my coworkers display their positive attitude. they're allowed to express their personality and be themselves
because
I already know they have good energy.
Exactly.
You know, so everybody already knows if you're working the register, if you're in front, you should speak to every customer at least 3 times, especially if they're dining in. You know, if they're getting it to go, it's still at least 3 times. When they order, let them know your food will be out shortly. Thank you for coming. Have a good day.
Yeah.
You know, life's real, life's hard, and sometimes life just be lifing, bro.
It's true.
And
it's very true.
We're not always in the mood for it. Like, I come to work, I have bad days. I got to check it at the door, you know, because you could have gone anywhere to spend your money for lunch, for dinner, for whatever. I appreciate you coming to spend it with me. You don't want to feel my attitude while you waiting on your barbecue. That's not fair to you. So, and I let my staff know that, like, if they come in, if they're having a bad day, bro, let's talk about it. What's up? Talk to me. I'm an open door. I mean, I'm an open book, open door, whatever you want to say. You know, I've been through a lot of things. I've experienced a lot of things. So, bro, it's 9 times out of 10, there's not a whole lot you're going through that I can't give you some sort of advice with.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that's how I am, bro. I treat everybody essentially like family, man.
All right, that's a good thing. Speaking of family, how can we add to the family? Where can the people find you? What's something that you want to do?
Okay, all right, well, we are located at 7971 North Woodrow Street. We're in Irmo now. You can get to us off of Broad River Road. You can get to us off of I-26. Take that last exit before, Peak? I want to say that last Broad River Road, Irmo exit. And you can get to us, man. We've been there about 5 months. We're new to Irmo, but we're not new to the people of Irmo. So just still trying to get the word out to the greater Irmo area that we're there. We're there. We're closed on Mondays. We're there Tuesday through Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. And we're open on Sundays now, guys, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's what a lot of people don't know now. We're open on Sundays. We were closed on Sundays for 8 years.
Listen.
And now we're open on Sundays.
He just told me something I ain't even know.
Yes.
And I'll be there.
We're open on Sundays now, man. And
good.
Sundays right now, Sundays is one of our slowest days, but I want Sunday to be one of our busiest days because in that area, there's not a whole lot to go eat after church on Sundays.
Exactly. Everybody's always asking me, hey, where can I go get some good soul food, some good barbecue?
We only got
now, folks, you just asked me 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Man, just told you right there.
I'll come see us, guys. And starting this Sunday, and next, either this Sunday or next Sunday, I want to start something called Soul Food Sundays. So we'll have our regular menu. We'll have that, but then we'll also have, your typical Sunday staples, bro. We'll switch it up some. We'll have your fried cabbage and your yams, and we already have mac and cheese, collards, green beans. We already have all of that. So we may do some turkey wings or some pot roast or some oxtails or whatever the situation is. But Soul Food Sundays coming soon to Irmo, South Carolina, guys. Y'all come check us out.
Listen, Chris, as always, I appreciate you being here, brother.
Honor, brother.
Continued success. It's only up from here.
I'm
telling you, you got way more to come. Absolutely, bro.
Man, God is good. He provides, man.
He is. Yeah. He is. I appreciate it. Again, folks, Roy's Grill, now located in Irmo. Make sure you pull up and check them out. Some of the best food you're going to find in this state, and I stand on that statement.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. But until next time, it's your man, Cali Chris Rings, Roy's Grill. We will catch you next time on Food Trip.
Do it.